Salmon is often celebrated as one of the healthiest foods on the planet. It's lauded for its dense nutritional profile, containing high-quality protein, essential omega-3 fatty acids, and an abundance of vitamins and minerals. In recent years, wild salmon has become a centerpiece in the conversation about heart health, brain function, and overall well-being, as many embrace it as a staple of a clean, balanced diet. Questions arise about the potential risks associated with frequent consumption. Could eating salmon multiple times a week bring unintended consequences? And where should the balance be struck? In exploring the health impact of regularly eating salmon, it is important to consider not just its well-documented benefits, but also the possible downsides. From concerns about mercury and other environmental contaminants to the risk of overexposure to parasites or foodborne illness, understanding the full picture is crucial for anyone who wants to incorporate this nutrient-rich fish into their diet frequently. We will also delve into the broader environmental factors surrounding salmon consumption, addressing the debate between wild-caught and farmed salmon. The conversation about salmon often begins with its omega-3 fatty acid content, which has been widely studied for its health benefits. These essential fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, play a critical role in reducing inflammation in the body, which is a precursor to many chronic diseases. Inflammation is linked to heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, and even certain cancers. By regularly consuming foods rich in omega-3s, like wild salmon, people can help reduce their inflammation levels, which may lower the risk of developing these conditions. Additionally, omega-3s have a profound effect on cardiovascular health. They help lower triglyceride levels, a type of fat found in the blood that, in excess, can contribute to hardening of the arteries, heart attacks, and strokes. Omega-3s also improve endothelial function, which refers to the health of the lining inside blood vessels. Healthier blood vessels mean better blood flow and lower blood pressure, factors that together contribute to a reduced risk of heart disease. Another standout feature of wild salmon is its role in brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids are crucial for brain function, with some studies suggesting that they can help protect against cognitive decline as we age. Regular consumption of salmon has been associated with improved memory, attention, and mood regulation. The omega-3s in salmon may also help in the fight against neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, with early research indicating a possible protective effect. Beyond its heart and brain benefits, wild salmon is rich in high-quality protein. Protein is essential for building and repairing tissues, and it plays a vital role in maintaining muscle mass, particularly as people age. As a low-calorie, nutrient-dense source of protein, salmon can aid in weight management. It provides a satisfying, filling meal without contributing an excessive number of calories, making it easier to manage portions and avoid overeating. Wild salmon is also known for supporting skin health. Omega-3 fatty acids help protect against the damaging effects of UV radiation, reduce dryness, and combat signs of aging like wrinkles. The combination of omega-3s and the antioxidants found in salmon, such as astaxanthin, creates a potent defense system against inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which can damage the skin. Despite the benefits, there are risks to consider when consuming salmon regularly. One of the most well-publicized concerns is the potential for mercury contamination. Mercury is a naturally occurring element that is released into the environment through both natural processes and human activity. Once it enters waterways, mercury is converted into methylmercury, a toxic form that can accumulate in fish, including salmon. While wild salmon generally contains lower levels of mercury compared to larger, predatory fish such as shark, swordfish, and king mackerel, it is not completely free from mercury contamination. Consuming excessive amounts of mercury can lead to mercury poisoning, which affects the nervous system and can cause symptoms such as muscle weakness, impaired coordination, and memory problems. Pregnant women, nursing mothers, and young children are particularly vulnerable to the harmful effects of mercury, which can interfere with fetal brain development. Another environmental contaminant that can be found in salmon is polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs. PCBs are industrial chemicals that were banned in many countries decades ago, but persist in the environment due to their slow breakdown. They accumulate in the fat of fish, including salmon. Studies have shown that farm salmon tends to have higher levels of PCBs than wild salmon, largely because farm fish are often fed fish meal that is contaminated with these chemicals. PCBs are classified as probable human carcinogens and have been linked to an increased risk of cancer, as well as to immune system suppression and reproductive health issues. Chronic exposure to PCBs, even at low levels, can pose long-term health risks, making it important to minimize intake, especially if salmon is eaten frequently. In addition to chemical contaminants, there is the risk of parasitic infections from consuming raw or undercooked salmon. Anisakis, a type of parasitic worm, can infect salmon and cause gastrointestinal distress in humans if the fish is eaten raw, as in sushi or sashimi. Cooking or freezing salmon thoroughly can reduce the risk, but for those who prefer raw preparations, the risk of exposure to parasites remains. Lastly, some people may experience allergic reactions to salmon. Seafood allergies are relatively common, and in some cases, they can cause severe reactions, including anaphylaxis. For individuals with a history of fish allergies, it is essential to avoid salmon and consult a healthcare provider to confirm whether they are at risk. Given the risks associated with contaminants like mercury and PCBs, as well as the potential for parasitic infection and allergic reactions, how much salmon is considered safe to eat? Experts generally recommend consuming fish as part of a balanced diet, and wild salmon, in particular, is often considered one of the safer options due to its lower levels of toxins compared to farm varieties. The American Heart Association suggests that people eat fish, including salmon, at least twice a week to reap its cardiovascular benefits. For most people, consuming wild salmon 2 to 3 times per week is safe and beneficial, as long as it is prepared properly to minimize the risk of parasitic infections. The key is moderation and variety. By incorporating other sources of protein and omega-3s into the diet, individuals can avoid overexposure to any one type of contaminant. Pregnant women, nursing mothers, and children should be particularly mindful of their fish consumption. While wild salmon is lower in mercury than many other fish, it is still advisable to limit consumption to 2 servings per week and avoid high-mercury fish altogether. These guidelines help ensure that the nutritional benefits of salmon are enjoyed without exposing vulnerable populations to potential harm. For those who eat salmon multiple times a week, it is important to choose wild-caught salmon over farmed whenever possible. Wild-caught salmon not only has lower levels of contaminants, but also provides a more natural diet for the fish, resulting in a healthier nutritional profile. Farmed salmon, on the other hand, is often raised in crowded conditions and fed a diet of processed fish meal, leading to higher levels of PCBs and other pollutants. The sustainability of salmon consumption is another critical factor to consider. Wild salmon populations have been declining in some areas due to overfishing, habitat loss, and climate change. In response, salmon farming has become a significant industry, but it comes with its own environmental challenges. Farmed salmon can contribute to water pollution, disease spread to wild populations, and disruption of local ecosystems. Choosing sustainably sourced salmon is one way to minimize the environmental impact of salmon consumption. Many organizations provide certifications for sustainable fishing practices, and consumers can look for labels that indicate the fish was caught in a way that protects the environment and ensures the long-term health of salmon populations. Salmon is undoubtedly a nutritious food, offering a wide range of health benefits that make it an excellent addition to most diets. Its high omega-3 content supports heart and brain health, its protein aids in muscle maintenance and weight management, and its antioxidants help protect the skin from damage. However, as with any food, it is important to be aware of the potential risks. Mercury, PCBs, parasites, and allergies are legitimate concerns, but with mindful consumption, choosing wild over farmed salmon, preparing it safely, and limiting intake to 2 or 3 times per week, most people can enjoy the benefits without exposing themselves to significant harm. By paying attention to both personal health and environmental sustainability, consumers can make informed choices about how to incorporate this superfood into their diet while minimizing risks and promoting a healthier planet. Incorporating wild salmon into your diet can offer incredible health benefits, from boosting heart and brain function to supporting skin and muscle health. However, It's important to balance those benefits with an awareness of potential risks like mercury and PCB contamination. By choosing wild-caught salmon, preparing it safely, and eating it in moderation, you can enjoy the best of what this nutritious fish has to offer. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on healthy living and nutrition. And we'll see you in the next video.